Hello friends, Kairi here, and welcome to my once yearly channel update. Well, mostly once yearly. Anyway. Where have I been? I will get to that. But first things first, as you can tell from the title of this video, change is coming to the channel. So, since I know there are people who watch my channel who simply want to hear just about Minecraft, and not necessarily just about my life, so there will be both in this episode. Let's talk about the channel and Minecraft in particular. Obviously, since this is a Minecraft channel. First things first, as you probably have told every single time I do an update video, this happens at least once. Anyway. So obviously there will be some changes to the channel, as I just said. Obviously you've seen that there wasn't an MHC this month. I have decided, well, I am going to be rather selective in those challenges that I do. I am not abandoning the challenge. I have a few ideas myself that I'm trying to figure out how best to do without any unnecessary death and hardcore. Now, this isn't the end of hardcore challenges, obviously. It's in my channel description after all. There will be the return of the Are You Hardcore series. I was intentionally going to do that this month. Things got in the way, which again I'll mention later. Hello, meeting time villagers. So, what about the changes to this channel? Now, obviously, I want to try my hand, if I possibly can. Rhyming not intended. At doing a few tutorial videos, if I can. I have a few ideas up my sleeve. Obviously, Safe Haven is going nowhere. And neither is Adultcraft. Even if it has been quite a while since I've been on that server. There are things waiting for me on there, I know. And I have plans for that server. Which brings me to my next point. I have found, finally, a mod launcher that actually will work with my PC. Since I can't use a vanilla launcher for anything but Optifine and, well, vanilla. I've tried. Anything I recorded was rather unwatchable. What does that mean? Quite possibly the return of modded Minecraft to the channel. Or at the very least, the replay mod. Which, I should warn you right now, the last time I used the replay mod was July 2018. Back when it was still a Forge mod. So, what about the far future from now. Or at least several months from now. I am talking the Caves and Cliffs update. 117 and beyond. This is where things get tricky. As you can see from the overlay, I have the minimum requirements as of snapshot 21W10A. Why just the minimum requirements? Well, again, I said things could get tricky. I have said since my very first update video that, well, this channel exists, on vanilla at least, until such time as my computer can no longer run vanilla Minecraft. Well, let's look at my F3 screen, shall we? As you can see by the minimum requirements, and my CPU on the upper right, I have an Intel i3. Thankfully for me, it's 1040. Not 1040, sorry. 4030U. Which is all fine and dandy. The only thing, as you can see below it, that is worrying me is the graphics. Intel HD graphics 4400. That means, friends, well, at the very least, I will, provided the system requirements do not change before 117's release, I should, at the very least, be able to run 117. Now, that also means, as I sort of already knew, that I am stuck with Optifine. And unlike when 116 came out, I am not more than likely going to be able to run 117 completely vanilla. And still record it. With Optifine, I may be pushing it even. Now, it has been my experience that, as with other previous updates, 1.14 changed the RAM requirements. RAM is not an issue. So, should nothing change between now and release, I should at the very least be able, as I said, to run vanilla 117. After that, it gets a bit iffy. Now, I am not in a position, well, if you want to get technical, I could technically get myself a new computer. Unfortunately, I have no room, no place to put it. And that will change for a while. Unfortunately. This brings me into the life update portion of this video. Where was I for the last 3 weeks? Let's just say that I spent way too long looking at my own YouTube analytics. To the point where it quite seriously depressed me. And I was on the point where is it even worth it to even make videos if no one's going to watch them? Now, that ended about... I finally got myself out of that about a week ago. Now wait, you ask. Why wasn't this video a thing last week then? That's where things get scary. Right around the time the black dog finally decided to let me go, my physical health took a turn for the worse. To the point where I ended up in the ER. Now, I should clarify, my physical and mental health, my mental health did not lead to me going to the ER. I spent 8 hours in the ER between check-in and final check-out, only to essentially learn that, well, I apparently have a problem with my gallbladder, and I need to actually call a surgeon. And even saying that scares me. A little bit of statistics for you, if you're even watching this far. The average individual doesn't end up having issues with their gallbladder till they're at least 40. I have my 31st birthday in June, so now I'm dealing with that. With some major dietary changes. Let's just say that the day before I went to the ER, my sister and I went to the grocery store. 24 hours later, I essentially got told that 80% of what we had in our pile, I could no longer eat. So please bear with me, friends, as I deal with this change in my life, as well as the change in the channel, which I will be finally I have a few ideas for some channel art. I just lack the know-how of how to do it. So if you know of anybody, please let me know. Or if you yourself can do it. Because I have qualified for my own channel link for 1.5 years. I just haven't had channel art to do it. So without further ado, friends, this has been Kairi. This has been a channel update. I will see you in my next video, which should be Thursday, unless I land myself back in the ER, which I'm doing everything possible to avoid that. And if you really like this channel, please do subscribe. Please leave a like and a comment. Bye-bye!